Today on Design, Build, and Fix, another video in the series on learning SketchUp. This video is about the rectangle tool and guides. And remember, if you like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So let's jump right into the video. All right, so now we're going to show you how to use the rectangle tool in SketchUp. Well, the first thing you have to know and understand about drawing rectangles, we'll grab the rectangle tool first, is that it defaults to the blue surface, right? So if I were to actually draw it, it's going to go on the blue axis. Now, if you actually want it to go on to the red or the green axis, if you want it to go on the green axis, you're going to have to use the left arrow. Just click the left arrow. You don't have to hold the left arrow down. Then you can drag your box out. And if you want it to actually go on the red axis, click the right arrow on your keyboard and drag it out. Now that's how you're going to do it on the green and the red. Blue is going to be your default. All right, so let's go ahead and erase these things. All right, so now we want to draw rectangles of specific sizes, so to speak. Let's say, for example, I want a rectangle here, and I'm not going to click. Just like drawing lines, you're going to click and let go, and then you have the ability to size it however you want. You can always pay attention down here how big this thing is. So let's say, for example, I want this thing to be 4'6". So I'm going to just type in 4'6". Then I have to put a comma in. 4'6", then a comma. Okay, so in order for that to, I kept hitting my mouse. 4'6", then comma. You can't move the mouse once you start typing. And then we want this, let's say 5'9", and then hit enter. That's going to make it the exact size that you want it to be. All right, so if I want to draw another one, I'm going to do the same exact thing. And if I actually pull this out and then click again, I can reposition this thing however size that I want. So right now it's 2'7" 5/8" by 8'8" 5/8. Let's say we want this thing to be 3'6", comma, I don't know, 7'6", and hit enter. That's going to resize it and reshape it. Now, let's say, for example, I got that backwards. Maybe I wanted it 7'6" by 3'6". So 7'6", comma, 3'6", and hit enter. And I can do that indefinitely as long as I don't click anywhere else. All right, so now let's go ahead and show us how to position rectangles in a specific spot. And this is going to be a new for us. And this is going to give us the ability to put guides on. And when you put a guide on, you're going to grab the tape measure tool and come on over here. Guides is nothing more than a construction line that you can position things. And I have to truly tell you that whenever I draw pretty much anything, I'm almost always positioning it with guides so I know it's in the correct spot. So let's say, for example, I want my rectangle to be, I don't know, 4 feet off of this way. So I'm going to type in 4 foot, enter. And then I want it to be, let's say, 15 feet off of the red. And now I could actually draw a rectangle and put it the size that I want, but most of the time I don't. I actually position my guides where I want it to be. So let's say we want this to be 6 feet, and then we want this to be 6 feet also. And ultimately the numbers could be whatever you want it to be. So that's going to give me the ability to have my rectangle the exact size that I want. So I'm going to grab my rectangle tool, and once I come over here, I'm going to get the intersection snap where those two guides come together. Click and let go, drag it to the opposite corner, and now I have my rectangle that's of the specific size that I want, positioned from a specific spot also. And then you can go ahead and just erase all of your guides, because the guides are nothing more than construction lines. All right, well, thanks for watching. Another video on learning SketchUp coming out shortly. And remember, if you like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll hope to see you on the next one.